cold. I want to thank you very much for braving the cold and being outside with us today. My name is Fayad, but today I am Mahmoud Samsoom, age 16, and I see every one of you represent a Palestinian, a civilian, a teenager, a child that has died unjustly in the last 3 weeks in Gaza. Unfortunately, we probably can never bring enough of us here to represent every single one that died in the last 3 weeks in Gaza. And that just to tell you at what scale this tragedy is, this massacre is. Yesterday I spoke with my friend Hani. He's a college student here in the US. His family is living in Gaza. He told me that for the last 3 weeks, his family, his dad, mom, and his brothers and sisters have been sleeping and staying in the office in their shop. They left their home because their apartment building was among the buildings that were being bombarded, and it was safer to stay in a commercial area in a basement office. For the most of the 3 weeks, they did not have food or water, and whenever one of them stepped out looking for food or water, they came back in shock and in awe at the destruction that they're seeing around them, increasing every day. One of the things that he told me, any one of us, if you know 10 people in Gaza, then all 10 of them by now have lost somebody that they know or love. That probably 10 of them have either died or were injured in the last 3 weeks. 7 of them don't have access to water. Israel is launching a cleansing war. This is genocide. Their leaders are saying it. Their supporters are saying it. They're supporting it wherever they turn. In the media, our politicians are supporting it. And what makes it worse is that the United States, the Pentagon, is trying to rush shipments of weapons to the Israelis to continue their massacre in Gaza. They tried to ship a shipment of weapons from a port in Greece. Activists there protested it and prevented it. And now they're diverting the shipment from somewhere else in Europe. They're trying to send several ships, so nobody tells which one is carrying the weapons. Not only this is being paid for by your tax money, it's also benefiting corporations who have more influence on the United States government, like General Dynamics, Raytheon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin. They have more influence on the United States government than your votes, unfortunately. And despite all the rhetoric we heard in the last 2 years of an election cycle about change, President-elect Obama is already showing us that he put in place the same team that Clinton had, which is pretty much the same team that advised George Bush. Unfortunately, they're not listening. Today I can tell my friend Hani and his family though, and I can tell everybody in Palestine, like I told them in 2002 when my family was in Jenin under a massacre as well, is that the people of the United States have their own foreign policy. They don't necessarily subscribe to that one that's coming out of Washington. This is the message I take to them. And I can tell you today that there is more for us to do. Unfortunately, our universities here, with their foundations, are being investing money and making profit off of those corporations that are profiting from this war. Lockheed Martin, the University of Pittsburgh has a large foundation with investments in there. The city of Pittsburgh has a foundation that invests on behalf of employees in those associations. Make sure you make those organizations and institutions come clean on their investments. Let's make them divest today from all corporations that are profiting from this war, all organizations that are making money off of the death of innocent civilians. This is our money. This is how it relates